Hello and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. Adam here again. We are figuring out where we're heading next. We're still working on Radio Free Monarch. Alright. Who do we want to take? Let's take her for sure. We'll just stick with the party we've had. I'm not a big fan of Max really, but he's kind of involved with a lot of the Monarch stuff, so it makes sense to keep him in the party for now, I think. Alright, so what are we doing? We are dealing with other transmissions, apparently. So, we're going over there. Looks like that's relatively close. We'll go there. Feels kind of good. We put in all that hard work walking around. Now we don't have to walk around quite so much. The textures seem really different. Like, every time I load this game, well, not every time, but I have trouble loading it sometimes if I haven't loaded it for a while and it resets the graphics and puts it in stupid resolutions. I think it's because I'm using the Xbox Game Pass version. I don't know. The textures just look a little weird today. Could be my imagination. I've been playing other things too. And there's a nifty little archway here. Let's go through the nifty little archway. Not much point in shooting those guys if we don't have to. It wants us to go that way. Why does it want us to? I swear the marker was the other way. Wait. Do we have more than one marker? We have more than one marker right now. Which is the one that we're heading towards? We're heading towards Radio Free Monarch, and that is also Radio Free Monarch. I don't know which one's which, so we'll go check out the closer one first. Are you kidding me? Alright, I don't think we've talked to this guy, so this is probably advancing the quest Sanjar. Like those clouds did not look so
Stellar Bay.
dithered before.
Only place on the planet that don't.
What is going on with that? No. Let's do that.
Stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead. You look like a preacher. You a traveling vicar?
In a manner of speaking.
Does he really look like a
Stellar Bay
preacher?
had a vicar once. He took it upon himself to convince Graham's folk to come back to the corporate fold. Kept making the trip between the city and Amber Heights by foot. Kept getting himself into all sorts of scrapes. Day came when I found a book of his in the middle of a raft encampment. And still gripping it, too.
The plan unfolds as the plan unfolds. To vicar and layman alike.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Ew.
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna. Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
Something to be said for perseverance. I endeavor to persevere myself.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious. Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
I don't know what intellectualism means, but if someone's willing to build us a few practical things around here, I ain't gonna judge them on account of their beliefs.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another reason to turn tail and abandon you.
Not if we secure the proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
And a Mantisaur problem, and a Marauder problem.
Many problems, but they can all be solved with a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance. In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you? I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff? Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you? You think we're the problem? Have you even heard the nonsense Graham is spewing?
Unfortunately, it's hard to have not heard it around these parts.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners. Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. And the first step is getting the Bolt 52. Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
Oh, man.
What can I do
I
for
don't
you?
care. This is too much talking.
All I'm saying is, our lives are predestined upon a path that is only visible in retrospect. If I could have predicted my life path would lead to prison, and thus avoided it, wouldn't I have done so? And even if I had, it still would have been unavoidable. Like that time I warned you about the giant pile of Raptidon shit, and you stepped in it anyway. You see?
Same thing exactly, Max. Yep, you got it. No, it's not even far away.
If I hear you say survival of the fittest one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Survival's about persistence and luck.
So weapon proficiency and adaptive skill play no part whatsoever, in your mind.
If it does, it ain't enough. I've gone and outlived the best hunters I ever knew.
It is neither luck nor random chance. At times, destiny may not seem fair, but there is a reason for life events, even if that reason is not immediate. Fight on our hands.
Nice hit!
That's the last of them.
It's kind of nice being able to draw those guys in from a
Careful.
little bit of a distance.
Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you. Or both.
I believe this place has seen better days.
Here they come!
I didn't see that guy.
That one's done for!
Of course the door is locked. Why wouldn't the door be locked? Well, they must have included an optional way in, right? Or not. Where are we gonna get the key from? Nobody said anything about a key.
That's the last of them.
He didn't say anything about a key, did he? Bolt with his name. Well, that's annoying. He sure didn't say anything about it being locked. Looks like there's a ladder up there. There's all kinds of crossings over these buildings. And a ladder here. It didn't actually make us reason our way in. That does look cool. That planet. Come on. You gotta be joking me.
Ha!
Alright, we have apparently bypassed security.
Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats wear boots? Get away! Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Mantiqueen showed up. Then Raptidon. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here and, now the door's locked. Little help? It's easier pounds, alright? Next time you get chased by raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions. Phew. Thanks, mister. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross. Sure. Beats not answering questions. Huxley. I'm an iconoclast runner. The iconoclast runner. Fastest we've got. Ain't a raptidon on this void-forsaken hellhole that can catch me. I'm... Sorry. Put me in a tiny room like this and I'm liable to flip. Not keen on tight spaces, you know? Oh, that'd be my people. Graham and Zora and Milton and... I really miss them. You gonna let me out of here? I want to get back to Amber Heights. My buddy locked me in here. I told you that. It was for my safekeeping, on account of raptidons wanting to munch on my head. But, I mean, okay, yes, fine. I get myself into sticky situations. It's just part of the life, all right? Sometimes you gotta hide in a trash can so you don't get eaten by monsters. Oh, neither was I. Who'd hide in a trash can? Gross. Probably. I don't know. When I try to read things, my mind gets to wandering about all the things I could be doing instead.
Oh.
Get me out of here! What do you mean? It's locked. Oh no. Oh no, let me out. Help. I can't breathe. I gotta get out of here. I'll bust this door down. I'll rip this handle off. Oh, my eternal soul. It worked.
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy, and hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? Thanks a lot, mister.
Let's look around the rest of this area. They're kind of careless with their bits. Where's... Oh. I didn't read it. I don't really care what they're up to. As long as I get paid, I don't really care. What are you doing, Max? God damn it, Max. What are they doing? Alright, so I guess we're good to go. And it's a relatively short walk back, too. That's nice. Is that a thing? What is that? Oh, this is some weird looking debris. Should probably buy some more pistol ammo. And there was a vending machine. I mean, there's definitely a shop in Stellar Bay, but I think there was a vending machine right where I was talking to that guy.
Is it true that manta queens devour their mates after copulation?
Yeah, well, sort of. They kill them, but they leave the body till their swarm hatches and eats it. The first meal is their father.
Makes one appreciative he wasn't born a mantisaur.
Slimy man like you, might be.
Let's see here. Keep my eyes
Who
peeled.
wants to play an impromptu tossball match? No one? Really?
Wasn't there a vending machine in here? Yes, there was. Alright, ammo. Well, first of all, let's sell all the junk. Go back to buy. Light ammo. How many can I buy? Just 50? Alright. That'll do.
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you? You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. I didn't mean for any harm to come to you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, it was a joke to them. One of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects. Apparently not. In charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners. I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else? Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board. Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea, it's definitely a firm middle finger.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Mr. Nandi may be correct. If the masses learn that the board disregards their own ordinances, it'd give rise to dissent. MSI could use this information to their advantage.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board. You really think so? I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are. Already? If only the rest of the colony operated as efficiently as you. Imagine what a different state we'd be in, hmm? I'll complete the Bolt 52 in no time. I dare say it'll be my second greatest achievement after the reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge? I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation.
Sounds orderly. That's a good start.
Indeed, everything starts with good documentation.
The workings of the universe take time to prevail. But sometimes you can reach the intended destination faster if you apply a little force.
Never fear, I plan on wording our forms very strongly. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course. I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Mighty big of you. Suppose we'll have to see if Graham's able to do the same.
Believe me, you've got your work cut out for you there. Was there anything else?
Alright, so we got a bunch of armor from that. Let's see what we actually picked up here. MSI, I'm sure it's down here. 29, 39. What is the armor that I'm wearing now? Yeah, it's definitely quite a bit better. Ugly as sin, but...
No one saw me trip over that, right?
I will say that's been kind of one of the things in this game I don't like. It's the art design of a lot of it. And I guess I don't really dig the corporation thing that much either. It's still a fun game, but... yeah, the art design's a little off-putting in a lot of ways for me. The planets look cool and stuff.
But are you ever sober, Miss Remnorine Wentworth?
Only when I got a job to do. And even that ain't a guarantee. Go!
One's done for.
Why is Max making so many weird noises everywhere we go now? Are you fighting? You're fighting somebody.
Don't mess with us!
Is it a church? What is this? It's a church, I guess. Ooh, is that what I think it is? Nice hat. Let's have a look at it. That gives me, how much armor does the hat give me? It's like 7? Yeah. I'll stick with the stupid helmet. But it is a nice hat. Is that a ship flying over? What's that? This is a storm or something. Let's see if we can be lazy and cut across some of the wilderness here. Doesn't always pay.
Show them how it's done!
Let me go!
Max is always falling. It's fine. As is his thing. He likes to kind of take naps, I guess. I kind of don't want to go through the wilderness and deal with a bunch of the raptidons and stuff. Let's see if we can go around this way. I should try to use this rifle quite a bit because we have a lot of ammo for it. It's a vending machine right out here in the open. Let's see if I can buy some ammo from this too for my pistol. Oh, what do we got here? Energy cells. This is all sell stuff. I don't want to sell. Buy that. And should really look through these weapons again. I know I'm not going to use a flamethrower because I don't like flamethrowers. Got so much crap here. I usually like to do this on screen, but it's just so much stuff I want to get rid of. I can pretty much get rid of everything. Hold on to the sunglasses. That. Keep a nice hat too. I guess I probably could have fast traveled some of this way at least. Kind of takes me out of the immersion to fast travel too much though.
Here we go.
Is Max gonna get knocked out?
The last of them.
I know there's another body over there somewhere, but I don't feel like looking for it.